The Costa Concordia incident in January was a big headache for the Italian authorities. Their first move had to be to get rid of the bunker fuel that was inside the vessel. So it was around 2,000 tonnes that had to be extracted. Italian authorities entrusted Smith and their partner Fratelli Neri to undertake this job, which they did by doing a system called hot tapping. There was two receiving vessels used in this operation, which were supplied by Fratelli Neri. And once the 2,500 tonnes of bunker fuel and other lubricant oils were removed, the Italian authorities could move on to the next step of the salvage operation. The Italians asked for tenders from various salvage companies to give ideas on how to remove the wreck. The winning bid came from the Titan Salvage and Microperi bid, where they were going to use a system where they would remove the wreck in one piece. This would involve a parbuckling operation. However, before any of this could happen, the wreck had to be stabilised. So the various months running up to the parbuckling exercise, grout bags were inserted underneath the hull, between the two peaks that were supporting the hull of the vessel. Various stand jacks were put in place to secure the hull. This allowed the salvors to have a longer weather window to work on the wreck. Still a risky exercise, but this secured the wreck and pretty much prevented the vessel from being washed off the ledge, so to speak. Other salvors were then brought in. Other international companies were brought in by the leads of Microperi and Titan to do various jobs such as the drilling of the holes in the shore, which would then become the foundations for the platforms that were going to be put in place for the ship to be rested on when the parbuckling was completed. One of the other vessels brought in was an accommodation platform which could take 110 people. So the salvors could work round the clock on the salvage operation. So this would house the divers and so on who were pretty much trying to get this operation completed for the eventual removal of the wreck, which is stemmed for next summer. So the parbuckling was completed in around 19 hours. The initial phases saw the vessel slowly creeping until it was away from the spurs that it was leaning on. Once upright, the caissons that were placed on the side of the vessel doing their job, as well as the winches, at which point there was around 23,000 tonnes of force exerted on the winches. The vessel was secured on its platform. Now going ahead, more caissons are going to be added to the vessel to provide enough buoyancy to float it away from the coastline. Dockwise have now been entrusted with the next phase, which will see the Dockwise Vanguard, currently the largest semi-submersible heavy lift ship in the world, be brought onto the site, and the remaining hull of the Costa Concordia floated over the top and then taken away to a shipyard where perhaps it will be cleaned before being dismantled. Many in the market have questioned whether the price tag attached to this was too expensive, but at the end of the day, the Italian authorities were looking at the environment from the point of view that the vessel could be removed in one piece, preventing any of the wastewater or any other pollutants that are still contained in the hull from spilling out into the local coastline.